Y'all know it's going down. Hey, of course, I'm Jonah Willard, my man, Clayton Guillory. Welcome back to America's Youth Football Show, Rankings Uncut. And as we get close to the end of the season, Clay, you know it always gets more interesting. This show is going to be like no other show that we've had. Of course, we have some new things that we'll be implementing. Of course, the wild cards that we're letting some teams in, nationals. And, of course, we'll talk to Coach Twin from LA Rampage. He wants to get a couple of things off his chest, the number one ranked team in the galaxy.
he, he definitely want to get some stuff off his chest, bro.
Man. It's been a lot going on this week in youth football. And I'm sure you coaches with the internet sensation, you kind of catch up with things that's going on. We want to just keep you abreast as we get close to the national championship. Hey, don't let that shiny stuff fool you, bro.
Hey,
don't fall for that shiny stuff.
Fooled by the shiny, by the blingy thing. Don't get fooled by it.
So look, man. Well, you know, hey, let's jump into the show, man. Let's just talk about some recent stuff. And we'll never mention any names, but you know, you have some different organizations that, you know, they don't want you to fall for certain things. But the way I see it, Clay, is that if you truly are about the kids, right? Because everybody said it. I think football's logo or football's mantra is about the kids, right? I think that's been abused a lot by a lot of organizations. It's about the kids. So if you're really about the kids, then that should be evident by the tangible things you can hold on to. Like if you bless a team, dress them from head to toe, you can call any national champion since we've started YNC and ask them to please flex and post their uniforms for what they got, their gear, their coach's gear, their crystal ball. None of that's been words. That's all been tangible. You understand what I'm saying? So that's been a commitment and just been holding it from our tournament at the end of the year. So it hasn't been about creating the revenue to go put in somebody's pocket. It's about creating the revenue to give back to the kids, because we feel if you're a national champion, you should be able to take those uniforms, keep them, stay with them, put them up on your wall if you want to. And 10 years from now, you can talk about when you played in the youth national championship. Then each individual kid should leave with something. So just more than the ring, of course, the pennant. And if you're Heisman, you have your MVP, they leave with a trophy almost bigger than them. So it's not just about the rewards, Clay. Let's not play those type of antics like, hey, man, we just giving you prizes to come play football. No, that's just a byproduct of what's happening. So when you play at the YNC, we made sure that we can get the best competition. That's always been our intent, not about who you know or who you inbox. No. You can always guarantee, say what you want about the YNC. Say what you want about the process of who you think or how they've been selected. Criticize it all you want. But what you can't say is find another national championship from 6U to 14U that's loaded every year for competition. Now, you may have one age group that always flex off with 1 year, maybe the 14U. Oh, well, we got more 14Us than y'all. So who cares, bro? From top to bottom, it's straight fire. From every year, so it's competition from 6U all the way up to 14U. So, like again, this year you go look. I'll run it right now. 14U, you know, the number one team in the nation right now is OC Buckeyes. Number 2 team right now is OG Ducks, bro. They're YNC.
Jonah, hold on. Yeah. But guess where the OC Buckeyes going? It's only one national championship that the number one 14U team in the country gonna be at. And that's where you can get the shiny things. That's where they're gonna be. Where you can be fooled by the shiny things.
Right. So what I'm trying to tell you, bro, it's about competition. You look at that 12U division is loaded. 13U Rampage, they're going to represent, bro. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to come out there and you got to knock them off their perch. So you can say what you want to say about 13U Rampage. Since last year, they came down here. They thought it was sweet, and he'll tell you. They found out it was really hard to compete on that national level. But did they play teams like the Clock Boys and things of that nature? Yeah, they played them already. And
let's be real, Jonah. We got to be fair for a moment. All right. Yeah. So I'm all about fairness. I mean, I like to get on here and talk shit with the best of them. But let's be fair. If we talking about Rampage, supposed to have played the Clock Boys, and then of course they got hit with the COVID bug, right?
Yeah. Correct.
The same people who was talking about Rampage is scared, Rampage backed out, etc., are the same people who was defending DMV Knights when they had COVID and RDU had came to the DMV. So, correct. I mean, if we're gonna have one standard for one, we got to have the same for everybody. Look, guys, COVID is a terrible thing that I hope none of these kids have to experience. Any kid, whether if they participating in YNC, Pop Warner, UIFL, AYF, Snoop, underwater basket weaving league, whatever. I don't want anyone to have to experience that. But the reality of it is this: it's what we have to deal with in the world now. So it's always better to be safe than be sorry. So let's be real. I mean, the shit talking back and forth on the internet is fun and it's cool. But, some of the stuff y'all going out of hand with, because I got a guy on here, calling Rampage everything in the book. But then when it was DMV Knights at that time that had a case of COVID, he was like, oh, we have to do what's best for the kids. Well, you can't do what's best for the kids on the East Coast and then expect the West Coast kids not to get the same treatment. And this ain't no shot at DMV Knights at all, because we rock with them and they're going to be in the YNC and they're going to be there doing they damn thing. All I'm saying is that, man, just be fair when you want to try to call somebody out,
So this would be the year that they have to go out there and compete for it. Rampage has been wire to wire number one. But we already know from last year that number one means nothing when you on that YNC turf. As soon as you step off the plane, you got to play football. So you got some 13Us that's going to be dominant on here. Man, I can't wait. 13U is going to be off the chain. 12U, same thing. Listen,
now, I will tell you this, though, Jonah. An age group that's finna shock some people.
Yeah.
On 6U, the top 8 teams in the country completely, 1 through 8, have already committed to the YNC. The top 8 6Us in the country have all committed.
So we trying to squeeze in those two more to get that 10. I'm telling you, we need that 10 bracket.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. On 7U, the top, what is that? 5 out of the top 6 teams in the country have committed already. Wow. On 8U, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the top 6 teams in the country have committed already. On 9U, the top 5 teams in the country have committed already. On 10U, the top 6 teams in the country have committed already.
Yeah.
On 11U, you've got 5 out of the top 6 teams in the country have committed already. On 12U, 5 out of the top 6 teams in the country have committed already. And then on 13U, 4 out of the top 6 teams in the country have committed already on 13U. So, man, and of course, the number 1 14, the top 2 14Us in the country have committed as well, too. Like, you can't talk to me about where the smoke is when, hey, don't nobody blow bigger than us.
Right. So now you're talking about 13. You're talking about 13U is going to be off the chain. So listen, since you're talking about 13U, let me bring on the 13U head coach of the number 1 ranked team, Rampage. Coach Twin on the West Coast, representing, man. Hey, jump on here real quick. Welcome to our house over here at Rankins Uncut. Twin, what it do, fam?
Oh, shit.
What's up with it, man?
Twin. Hey, Twin.
Hey, what's up, baby?
You trying to fire me to maybe cut it all off, huh?
Hey, man, shit. Hey, I'm thugging right now, man. Hey, before we get, check this out. Check this out for all these clockboy motherfuckers, all that stood my ladies and them kids, for all these clockboy motherfuckers that's talking that shit. Talking about this COVID shit, talking about running from. Listen what I'm telling you. And I'm gonna sign a contract. I will sign a contract. Listen, I will give them $10,000 towards their trip if they come out and play us. I swear to God, I will give them $10,000. I'll sign a contract right now. I'll give them $10,000 if they beat us. If they beat us, I'll give them $10,000 on my mom.
ESPN 3030, please omit what y'all just heard off the Rankins Uncut.
Yeah, I can record it. And we'll sign a contract, man. Hey, I'm selling fries. I got it. I'm selling fries right now, man. Tell them, on everything I love, I'll sign a contract right now. If them niggas beat us, I'll give them $10,000 towards their trip to wherever they want to go, AYF, whatever.
Hey, so that's an official call out, Clay. I think that's the realest call out we had since we started this show, man. My man say he'll pay for the trip, put 10 racks towards it if they beat him. So Man, hey, I'm sure they'll
So I'm
tune
tired
in.
of
They'll
that
catch.
shit, man. Them niggas know what time it is, man. I ain't got time to go back and forth with them dudes. Them
So
niggas know
so
what
twin,
hey, that was the easiest game on our schedule, man.
twin.
That
So
was the
let's just
easiest
back
game
up.
on our schedule.
Let's back up what y'all did this year, man. Just back up the teams you played, because as some people say, may not know your track record 2021. Tell me some of the teams that you
All
played
right.
in the top 10 around the country. Just back it up for everybody who's just tuning in right now.
We kicked it off with KC Outlaw, so we know we lost to them last year in the sim. We had no business losing to them. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all said, YNC playing back-to-back days is a little bit different element. You know what I'm saying? So they called us. A couple calls went their way, and they ended up popping us. You know what I'm saying? So we had to go out the gate and get our revenge back. We went out there, traveled to them, in their domain. We beat them dominantly. We didn't have no shootout. Like City Life had a shootout with them. We beat them dominant. It was 30-6. You know what I'm saying? Then the next day we played the Texas Seminoles. We played the Texas Seminoles. We had a tough game right there. I think the final score was 28-14, 26-14, something like that. And we came back. We played Vegas Strong, one of the top teams in the nation. We beat them 29-14. Then we came back. We came back home. I think we played who we played St. Louis Bad Boys. And then we played the Grand Pacers. Beat on them. Put up 30 plus points on both them teams. That were, at the time, I was top 10 teams in the nation. You know what I'm saying? So after that, who did we play after Grant and Bad Boys? We went out to Atlanta and we played the ABA and we beat Ross Elite, beat up on both of them. You know what I'm saying? Came back home, played the Cali Bears, who was a top 15 team at the time. Had a close game with them. Then played the San Diego Boats, beat up on them. That was a top 15 team in the country at the time. Uh, Then we went to where did we go? Where did we went? Went to Bullhead, played the Seattle team, had a tough game with them, squeezed out a victory 8-0, with the top 15 team in the nation. But like I said, man, we ain't running for no smoke, man. Anybody want to play us, man, we're gonna play. I'm gonna fuck with us in the backyard, front yard, Walmart, Target. We don't give a fuck. We want to play football. We caught COVID. Hey, we caught COVID, and that's saved a couple teams, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe it or not, City Life is going to be a better game than that Washington game. They need number 20. I heard number 20 hurt. I don't know if that would have been the price of admission. Man, we whooped their ass. The only thing they could have said, they hired a couple referees. That's the only thing going to save them. But like I said, it's on national, it's on recording. I signed a contract. I asked my mom, I swear to God, I give them $10,000 to where they trip on the spot. Now, you ain't got to wait. I give it to you at the game if you beat us. You come out here and beat us, I give you 10. Right after the game,
Well,
we say 0-0.
I tell you what, twin. I tell you what, bro. Look, I'm not the greatest mathematician there is, but when somebody talking about 10 bands, bro, that make you move some things. That make you
Hell
move
yeah.
some
I'm serious
things.
as a heart attack. I'm serious as a motherfucker. So all you fans on
Hey,
there,
hey,
what's
well,
his
let me
name?
ask you this, twin.
Jordan, Xavier, where the fuck him?
Let me ask you this, twin.
Yeah.
What if would the 10 bands still be on the line if Watkins if the Clock Boys actually stepped outside of they arena and I'm not saying don't do AYF, but maybe do both. I mean, would the 10 bands still be on the table if they decided to try to do both?
Y'all crazy,
Hell
man.
yeah. Listen,
Oh,
This is
oh,
I got 10,000. Listen, if I can
Oh
be, I
Lord.
got 10,000, man, to wherever they
Hey,
want
G,
to
we
go
might have to
to.
go to
You
commercial
hear
with
me?
these two
If
dudes,
they beat
man.
us, I got 10.
oh. So twin,
Hey,
let
hey,
me make sure the people understand this. My man Twin said you got two options, Clock Boys. You can get on the plane and come to Rampage and play, and he got 10 bands for you. Or you already gonna be in Florida. You're only gonna be 2 hours and 18 minutes away.
they got to
Enter
win.
Not the
into the
They
not
got
the
to
YMCA
win.
and
18
come
They
minutes.
got
get
to
it
win to
knocked
get
out.
that 10. They got to win to
God
get the
damn.
Y'all
10.
boys,
They
wow.
got to win to get the 10. Hey, on my
Oh
mama, I'll
man.
sign a contract. I swear to God, I'll sign a I have my lawyer draw it up right now. I got 10,000 if they beat us.
Hey,
Oh
twin, what's your
boy.
mom?
And if I win, I don't want
Come on,
shit.
twin.
Hey, if
Twin,
I win,
what's
I
your
don't want
mama?
a motherfucking
Twin,
thing.
twin, what is your mama name?
Huh?
What's your mama name, twin?
What's my mama name?
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, DD named and been called out so much tonight over this team. DD, boy, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. We ain't mean to have you all up in the show like this, man.
Hey, I'm so serious. Hey man, I'm so serious right now, man. You know, all these that's the that's AYF baby. That's their king. They had 3 losses last year, homie. Listen, hey, I ain't here to bash no chapter. I ain't here to bash nobody. AYF. We decided to do better. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if we do another national. We lost in the semis last year. We got unfinished business. I can't go no. What the fuck I'm gonna go to AYF for and I ain't win battle? This where all the top is at. No disrespect to nobody, you know. So other guys wanna, throw their shots. That's cool. All we want to do is play football, beat ass. That's how we're gonna take shots. We're gonna beat the best team ass. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all the other shit, that's for play. Fuck all that shit. You talking about we running? I got 10,000 if you win on my mama. I'll sign a contract and you ain't got to wait on my money. It'll be right after the game. I'll give it to you in the envelope, check however you want.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, well, we're gonna give a shout out to DD Enterprise.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you now, if you've never been part of the YNC, this right here is what the coaches meeting is like opening night. I can't even go over the rules. These dudes be talking so much shit.
Hey, but Clay, man, look, Clay, you gonna
really, man, we love it.
And you have to have fun, man. As long as it's all in fun, man. You know, we about to have fun with it, man, and travel around the country. Had the best football minds. Like you said, it was like football heaven because you got some of the best football minds in one place, and it's just going down, man. You don't have to feel like you got to wear a tie around it and feel like, oh, you got to be super structured. We have football. We're gonna keep it clean and keep it 100.
Man, that shit was dope, man. That shit was dope because at the end of the day, like, you got to be on your A game no matter if you get invited, you know they can play some football. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go disrespecting an opponent. We found out last year. You know, we beat KC. We thought they had a game plan. They adjusted some things we did the first game. And I ain't going to say got lucky. You know, they made enough plays to beat us. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to game plan for a team because you can't game plan for the next. Oh, we think we're going to play City Life. And you got KC Outlaws and you get popped because you overlooking your opponent. You know what I mean? But the experience for us was great because we was in Kissimmee. Where we was at? No, Brayton. Ain't nothing in Brayton but trees. That shit still was dope. You know what I'm saying?
COVID had us out there in the country.
That shit still was dope because we was at RMG, man. We had a hotel. It's what you make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a bunch of complainers and saying why we don't do this, why we don't do that, ain't no system perfect. You know what I'm saying? So if you go into a situation looking for some shit to be upset about, then of course you're gonna find some shit to be upset about. But the kids, man, you guys about the kids. I'm not saying no other organization about the kids. I'm saying my first hand experience is and that shit was on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking shit, hostile environment. You gotta be on your A game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anybody gonna hear baby you and cater to nobody, and may the best team win. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be on our shit and stay the number one team in the nation, and hopefully everybody else come with their A game so we can make it a memorable event. Cause these memories, man, these kids gonna always remember. So that's why we coming back to the YNC because we want to win this shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Well, listen, we're not gonna hold you up much, Twin. I think you got everything you need off your chest right now. We're gonna jump into this age group. Everybody chiming in right now. They want to see what's going on for 14 years.
Tell them niggas, man. I'm a twin. And then, so I'm from Washington, Jordan Project. I got 10,000. Listen, 10,000.
All right, hey, AJ, I think that's our cue. He freeze frame right now.
That boy say he got 10 G's, G. Hey, so the crazy part about it though is, Jonah, is that when we talk about the kids and we talk about giving back to the kids, man, a lot of people may not be familiar with what we do at the YNC. So what we're gonna do, man, I'm just gonna run through it a little bit because, of course, ultimately what we want to try to do is we want to create the most competitive platform for these kids. So at the end of the day, iron sharpens iron, and when we do that, we want to put it on a visual stage. If you notice, you're not paying money to watch the live streams from Generation Next. You're able to take advantage of watching these talented kids wherever you are in the country, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about for us. It's about exposure and putting these kids out here. Now, if you're lucky enough to win, if you're lucky enough to come through the gauntlet unblemished as the YNC champion, then what do you get? Well, of course, man, right now you get one of the most coveted youth trophies in the country right now, the YNC Crystal Ball National Championship Trophy. A lot of you guys will get, you get bamboozled when you see the shiny things. Don't fall for the shiny things. But, this year we got a 3-finger ring custom for these kids. We've got pendants for the kids. All of the champions will be fitted with custom YNC National Championship battle compression tops. In addition to that, the team gets custom battle 7-on-7 uniforms. Now, that's a lot that you give to kids, but we're not done yet. In addition to that, these kids are going to get custom Alpha Battle uniforms, top of the line uniforms by Battle. That Alpha set is something, man, you've got to wear an Alpha set to really appreciate the quality in the work. It don't stop there. We loading the kids up with all the battle accessories, back plates, gloves, sleeves, mouthpieces, turf tape. Anything that Battle has accessories for these kids, they get their hands on it. It doesn't stop there. Then we're also going to lace the coaches up with Battle coaching gear. So when I tell you, man, this thing right here, what we try to do for these kids is second to none. This is, and I'm not going to say this is the closest thing, but the experience we try to create is to make these kids feel like they are Division I athletes. And I say that because, man, when my son was 12, he was lucky enough to be on one of the teams that made it to the Little League World Series in, in Pennsylvania. And when I tell you, man, they treated that guy with all the equipment and the uniforms and everything they gave him. They treated those guys like Major League Baseball players. And it's something that he still talks about today as a 17, almost 18-year-old kid, his experience there. So that's what we want to create. That's what we're trying to create, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what we want to do. Create an experience that these kids are going to remember for the rest of their lives, and show them that, look, when you work hard, when you dedicate yourself, when you're disciplined, when you work as a team, life has its rewards.
Yeah, well, Clay, I agree with you 100% on that, man. So it's all about how we're going to make sure we lace them out. And Clay, I'm about to do something that we usually don't do on Uncut. So while you was talking, I was paying attention to some of the conversation online. So I'm going to address some of this. We don't usually, but we Uncut. I'm a different Jonah this year, bro. I've sat I sat back a couple of years and let people try to paint the narrative and draw the narrative that we this, and we that, and we do this, and we do that for that. And it get to a point where, we put so much and we pour into the brand where the people don't see behind the scenes. They don't know what the sacrifice they're going to pull off a national championship. Listen, we 5 years old, and right now we're targeted by, suppose, someone's who's been around 20 or 30 years. But they don't target the UFLs or the Pop Warners of the world. Why? Because we the threat. And why are we the threat? Because we moving. We about these kids. So for the little haters that's online, and I don't mind having haters, bro. I live and I love it. You understand what I'm saying? So these little haters, I'm like, oh, why is Duluth in the top 3? Why y'all ranking them? It's a buddy system. Bro, I don't know anybody on Duluth. Don't know them. Don't have a phone number for them. But what I did do is watch them and watch them play football and able to scout individual players. But if it's such a problem for you with us ranking Duluth, bro, this from Georgia to Florida, go play them and start rapping. Talk about where we ranking people and why we rank them here and why we rank them there. You want to prove us wrong? That, we ranking somebody up. Bro, get in the truck, get in your car, do what you got to do. But don't rap if you're not playing nobody yourself. Why everybody want to worry about where this man ranked? Where are you ranked? Why are you not ranked where you want to be? So
don't getting it off your chest today, huh, John? You getting it off your chest.
Listen, but the thing is, why are you trying to climb a ladder on somebody else's neck? You understand what I'm saying? So you're not going to be able to convince us, well, what you want to text me or inbox me, this team shouldn't be ranked there. Why? Because you say so. Who you scout outside of watching your only game? When you get up on a Saturday, you go play your football, and then you go watch some under the radar highlights. That don't qualify for scouting no game, bro. No highlights. Don't tell me unless you got on a plane like we get on a plane. We went around the country before while y'all was sitting home chilling playing your one game. In 5 weeks, we traveled more than you're going to travel in the next 5 years to watch you football. We don't boast and we don't brag about it, but we get to a point where we get fed up or you rapping about something you don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So this ain't for the people that follow and respect what we do. This for the people with that buddy system. Or I'm down with that. But don't worry, we got something for y'all tonight about that buddy system too.
The buddy system, Jonah. Jonah, the buddy system is when
you say something, Clay. With that buddy system, right? The same people that's rapping came to YNC and got beat. You can go somewhere else and win that championship and you're a champion. And I'm just being 100. So if they were such buddies, it was such a buddy system, bruh, get on the football field and win it. But if you take that L, don't talk to me about no buddy the next year until you can come here and win YNC, bruh. I don't want to hear nothing about who we rank, how we rank, and in what order. If you're a champ, then you got some reason to go ahead and say something. But if you're not, winning over there means nothing over here. And I'm going to say it one more time. Winning over there means nothing over here. I'm going to just leave it at that, Clay. That way.
You know, Joe, since you're getting stuff off your chest, man, I think maybe I need to address some things. I can't, listen, bro, one thing about me, I ain't going to let you run out in front of a firing squad by yourself. All right? So, you know, so if that's the case, man, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this 9U division for a second, you know, because I'm getting phone calls from people talking about Clayton, people in my inbox, people. Now, I'm normally up late, 2, 3 in the morning, working on YNC stuff. And those of you that get invites from me, you know, it's probably 2, 3 in the morning when you receive it in your email. You're like, damn, why this nigga still up? But I got people hitting me up in my inbox talking about Clayton. Why is ABN, formerly known the Crew, still in the rankings? You know, why is this? Why is that? If they come and we not come, and this sort of thing. Here's the thing. Those kids played in a 10U league. All right. And the only 9U loss they got during the regular season is to OG Ducks. Right. Last time I checked, OG Ducks was a top 10 ranked team. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't like they lost big time. They lost in overtime. Right. So I challenge anyone to name me 10 teams in the 9U division that's better than ABN, Bully Boys. I challenge you. I'm waiting for it. Name me 10 of them. The thing is, everybody want to look for the easy way to the crystal ball. No, you have to go through Lambeau. And it might be a possibility you may have to go through the defending YNC champ as a low seed. It is what it is. If you're the best, you got to face Howard. Plain and simple. If you the best, you gotta face the Bully Boys. Plain and simple. So if you're not built for this, you got to say, look, man, you got to take a realistic look in the mirror. Let me tell you something, man. Joan, I'm 42 years old. And I used to play football, but I can't no more because I'm 250 pounds. And if the Houston Texans call me right now and tell me, Clayton, we got a spot for you on the squad, I got to look in the mirror and tell myself, nigga, them days is good. So, let's be real. If you're not built for it, then you're not built for it. Just call it what it is.
Yeah.
If you're not built for it, you're not built for it. And that's the thing, man. Everybody gets so caught up in it. Look, man, we like to have fun on social media. Like, here's the one thing I can respect about that whole 10U group, those nationally ranked teams and everybody going back and forth talking about SCD this and SCD that and they ain't played nobody and who's better, Rare Breeds or Falcons United or RDU or NSP, all this different stuff. But the one thing that can't nobody in that group say is that SCD is not deserving as national champion. Because everybody on that list, including Rare Breeds, because a lot of those kids was at Twin City last year. Everybody on that list had an opportunity to beat them last year and couldn't.
So let's do this right now, Clay. Let's clear up what rankings are for. Yeah, and I think this is going to try to open up a couple people's eyes. Because the adults get so much more caught up in the position 1, 2, and 3. Oh, they ain't playing nobody to be at the 3, or they ain't playing. hey, listen, we want to get the best 8 teams on the football field. Now, our rankings mean nothing when them 8 football teams are on the football field. Now, can you look us in the eye and say we haven't picked the top 8, regardless of the region or this or that? The top 8 teams from 14 to 6U, are they not at YNC to play? And if they're not, it's just because you don't want to play, because sometimes people want a safe trophy. Listen, right now, if I want to go and I want to be a track star, I can go to an old people home and I'm going to win that 40 all day. I'm going to get my trophy.
Hey, you going to blaze their ass up?
I'm going to get them the business, bro. I'm going to get them 70-year-old dudes the business. Right? Out of there. But then, if I call myself wanting to go ahead and have some competition, it's a different game. So, like, bro, don't be mad at us and come on our stream, come on our lives and inbox us. If you don't want to play the best, we don't got nothing to do with that, bro. Go do you. That's cool.
So
we're not gonna get every team. We're never gonna get every team at the YNC, and that's fine. If we get 98% of the top teams to compete, then that's where we at, bro. But everybody's gonna always have their own, own agenda. You know what I'm saying? You may want your 30 parents to feel that you truly are the best. So they don't know any better. They don't follow football like how we follow football. All the moms know they putting in some money. They paying registration. You holding up a trophy at the end of the year. Hey, we national champs and they good. Everything happy. But for the people who do this, and be around this, they know where that championship lies, bro. And they ain't never going to be.
We are everywhere. We are everywhere. There's nobody that has traveled more than we have to watch youth football. There's nobody. And listen, I see people talk all the time. What about a 5-loss team? Let me tell you something, man. Y'all quit counting these preseason losses in regular season records. All right? Because here's a perfect example. City Life didn't have the best preseason. But I tell you what, they regular season been stellar. And name me 7 or 8 teams that's better than them on 13U right now. I'll wait.
Nobody want to play.
Don't talk to me about preseason. Once September 1st hit, everybody is undefeated. And you got to work from there. Preseason helps you get your work in, helps you evaluate your kids, and what you do in the preseason will set you up with your initial ranking. But it's up to you to keep working to keep that ranking.
Yeah. You can't. We're not gonna hold July and September. Oh man, we're not gonna hold that. We want to get and sort you out. We're gonna see the work that you put in July, August. All right, this is where they scouted up. They still got something from last year, because we can't really take last year into this. There's too many off-season acquisitions. There's new coaches, new vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody thought City Life was out for dead, that they were supposed to go 0-10. City Life took their 2 L's early in the preseason. They came back and they did their thing. So we'll see how different teams bounce back. You know, that's what we see. You look at RDU. RDU has won 100 games straight. This year, it was a different challenge for them. So we'll see how they really respond in the postseason. So just because they did it last year doesn't mean they can do it this year. So that's why I say every year has its own identity, man, and Clay. So I just want to kind of clear them things up, man. So at the end of the day, we know that 13U is going to be fire. If they want to beat the number 1 team, which is Rampage this year, you know where you go. If not, there ain't no pressure. We're not going to lose no sleep on it. We still going to crown a national champ, and we're not going to lose any sleep about who comes and who doesn't. So we invite everybody to play there. We'll give you a fair shot. Get on the football fields, play football, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. Because last year when we crowned the 13, listen to this. Last year when we crowned the 13U Rampage, Rare Breeds, that was what it was. Rare Breeds beat any and everybody that moved at the 13U. And that was, tell me a better team at 13U last year than the YNC champs. 12U last year. Who was your 12U last year champs? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So they were the best to ever do it. The 11U, Louisville Chargers, same thing. So it just goes to show you, man, it's going to be some good competition. But Clay, you know, we ain't gonna be able to keep these people on hold long. We're gonna have to start talking about some of these teams that's got that.
Since we're gonna talk about these teams, I'm gonna put something out there. I got off the phone with Keefe earlier today. I'm finna drop the bomb on here. Keefe has confirmed with me the OG Ducks 8U and 14U are doing AYF and YNC. Now, he said he's supposed to have a meeting with the 11U today. And maybe he'll have an answer for me later tonight. But you can't tell me that you can't do both when somebody like that guy has been doing it for years.
Right.
I talked to Butter a couple nights ago, about 2 in the morning my time, so I was 3 in the morning his time. And you know what he told me? Coach, you know we doing both. My team built for YNC. You know we doing both. Right. Is it easier for Butter because he live in Florida? Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. But at the end of the day, nobody is telling anybody to duck any other event. But if you really want to be tested, you know where you got to come.
And that's another thing, man. Listen, y'all grown men. Y'all write checks for y'all own teams to travel. We don't put any dollars in y'all pocket for traveling. So that gives us zero rights to tell you where you can and where you can't play. Zero. Hey, man, y'all can't play here. If y'all play here, y'all going to get a penalty. We're going to hurt y'all organization. Nah, bro, we don't. And the only time we can do that is if we start writing checks for y'all. So there's nobody who can tell y'all on our end, at least, hey, man, y'all play y'all football where y'all want to play y'all football. We gonna rock with you. If we can accommodate y'all want to do the best of both worlds, then we're going to support it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we're about the kids, then we're about the kids. It's not about our egos. Our egos will be like, nah, you either play here or you don't play nowhere. Nah, our egos going to take a back seat. It's about the kids. Them babies you got in them helmets, them 30 kids. Hey, man, y'all want to play over there and play here? What we going to do? Tell them no? Come on, you crazy, bro. We don't get down like that at all. At all. So, Clay, I mean, I don't know, listen, you got to, before we even talk about, I know I'm about to just kill the whole vibe for you right now, bro. Because I know you wanted to kind of wait to the end of the show to kind of talk about this news, but man, the kid, they going to stick around because they want to see who's going to nationals. But Clay, I mean, it's we getting stuff off our chest right now, fam. You know what I'm saying? We on the road.
You finna drop the news? You finna drop it, ain't you?
I think it need to be.
You finna drop it, ain't you?
But hold on, before we do, hold on.
Man.
Y'all tag some people. Y'all tag some people right now. Y'all tag some people. Get some more people in the room. We got
look, why they tagging people, man? Why don't I drop my wild cards that's getting invites tonight?
All right, y'all tag some people because y'all gonna want to hear this. And Sam, what you talking about, man? Yeah, it's 2 hours. It'll be all right, man. Sam, you from the military, Sam. If anybody can do it, I know you can, man. I saw your pictures with your little bulletproof vest on, your gun. Man, if anybody can do it, you're going to be leading the pack. Sam representing the West Coast. Y'all, Sam Carey, give him a shout out to my dog. He going to be leading the West Coast back and forth to Miami. He going to give the personal security escort.
I'm going to address this, Jonah, why they tagging their people. So, and this goes along with Sam, because Sam and I have actually had a few conversations about this via Facebook Messenger. A lot of people's like, Clayton, why don't you change the dates of the YNC so they different from other tournaments? Why do you think all tournaments are the second week of December, guys? Let's be real. If you put a tournament the first week of December, it's way too close to Thanksgiving. Not only is traveling fees super high, but nobody is finna roll straight out of Thanksgiving, miss a week of school, and come play.
Right.
If I move it back one more week to the third week of December, I'm right up on Christmas. And everybody else is already at events the second week of December. Now, let's be real. How many of you parents finna let your kids stay out of school for 2 weeks right before Christmas break, not worry about their grades, so they can do another event and YNC? Come on, man. I wouldn't even ask no. I'm a father. My oldest daughter in college, my son about to graduate, and my baby girl's 7. And I wish anybody would ask me to take any of them out of school for 2 weeks right before Christmas. Man, y'all smoking rocks. So get off the gas. Yeah. We have to be that same week. That is the sweet spot in December to make it reasonable for people. So get off the gas, man. Either you do one, you do the other, or you do both. But whatever you choose, you stick with it. Come on, man.
So can we please kill that talk? Oh, well, y'all scheduled right on top of this, and y'all having a pissing contest. No, bro, y'all don't know the logistics behind it, bro. It's bigger than just the brand that y'all see out there. There's logistics that go in all this, and just like Clay said, man, it's reasoning behind it. But now you know the reason. We just thought we would share that.
And here's the killer part, Jonah. Here's the killer part.
Yeah,
I saw some people posting about black-owned businesses and this and that. Y'all always want to ask the brother to change his shit. Y'all ain't asking them other people to change their shit.
Right.
Show me the email and text messages where you asked him to change his dates.
And listen, we're not gonna pull no race cards here, bro.
But I'm just
listen, it's
saying,
sensitive.
they ain't asking
I know,
him. They asking me.
no, not what you're saying. Not what you're saying. What I'm about to say. Not what you said. I'm with you on that. But what I'm about to say. How could I put this, Clay? Because this is a delicate situation, man. Okay, so I went through this years ago. I coached in Pop Warner, and they had a couple rules. Hey, man, you can't play here. You can't play there. You play anybody this season, we're going to take your season away, this and this and that, and really had us operating out of fear. Like, man, I don't want to lose the season for my organization. Bro, I'm just trying to play some football. Yeah, it's not that serious. But why are you threatening? Because they knew they couldn't threaten me, but they would threaten the organization. Oh, now if you bring your team over there, we're going to take your whole organization. Bro, at some point, and I'm not just going to limit this to youth football. I'm going to limit this to life. I've never worked for anybody since I've been 22, Clay. I've been a self-owned business since 22. Not just because I'm egotistic or anything like that, but I do believe in paving my own way, right? So what I mean by all of that, bro, ain't nobody going to put down on me, white, black, I don't care what race it is, and telling me what I'm going to do with my kids and how and when I'm going to do it. At some point, our kids, your football players are looking at your leadership. Just because we always say football is a testament to life, right, Claire? We really believe that there's a lot of life lessons you can learn in football. We know football saved a lot of people's lives. But if we really going to be on the plantation for a minute, bro, like, I'm over that. You understand what I'm saying? So regardless of where we're at, we're just offering free will. We don't care where you want. From Mexico, from Black, this, bro, we just never going to run your team or attempt to. Bro, do what y'all want to do. Free thing. We're going to stay within inside of the rules, inside of the structures, so we can play organized football and play organized championships. There'll be no cheating. We need state IDs. We need everything within inside of the rules. Outside of the rules, we're not going to be in your life and dictating what y'all do outside of football. That's not, we don't have that authority over you. So my brothers, sisters, I don't care where y'all are, just take a reality check. I don't care if you decide to go play UYFL, whatever next tomorrow. That's not our goal. But just lead your teams properly, man, and just it's bigger than football. Just I'll leave it at that. And that's a sensitive situation, man. It's bigger than football.
I'm gonna say this, Jonah, and you probably don't want me to say this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say this right here.
Oh boy! Oh God! AG, get the bleep button, man.
You got people giving you ultimatums, right?
Yeah.
And they're giving you ultimatums because they feel like you have no other choice. So I'm gonna put this out there.
Uh-oh.
Here's the big announcement.
All right. You didn't set the stage.
Here's the big announcement. Like my man, what's my man, Suge Knight said? If you don't want to be what is the manager all in the video?
You don't want the producers and the managers that's in your video.
You want the producers all in your video? Come on over to Death Row. Hey,
yeah,
y'all read between the lines. In 2022, the option will be there for you. They ban you for a year. Come on home. We got something for you. Y'all know what it is. And just like that, man.
Clay, I know you're trying to keep it nice. I ain't gonna let them read between the lines. I know you're being politically correct. 2022 fall season, it's a national schedule now. So all the thing about no more regionals and all that stuff like that, that's out of the past. Welcome to the Youth National Champion Youth National League. It's going down.
Huh. Just like that.
Go tell your mama. Go tell your mama.
All right, man. So now that we got that out the way, brother, let's go and talk about these wild cards.
Yes, sir. Start with them babies, them 6 shoes, man.
All right. So, listen, man. So let me explain the wild card to you guys.
Well, hold on. Before we get there, let's get some shout outs though, real quick, man. Hey, some things that's gonna go down in different regions, real quick. You don't leave my boys out, man. Get some shout outs over to the East Coast, man, and down there in Georgia, man. Just shout out to a couple of homeboys, Clay. You know,
man, we got to get a shout out to Mark. We got to give a shout out to my guys at the City Life, man. TJ and Pat. I mean, we got to get them boys some love. My man Bird, Juwan, man, we got to get them boys some love, man.
Yeah. So the time is near, and guys, you saw it coming. We just went after these 5 years of just really filling out growing at a pace that we feel was organic. It's time So, like you said, the option is there, and we're gonna have fun with it. Freddie, he said, let the man talk. Oh, go ahead, Clay, do your thing, man.
So listen, man. With this wild card, I want to explain it to people so you can kind of understand. A wild card is somebody that has a resume that we feel like deserves a shot at the Youth National Championship. Now the question is, are they ranked in the top 15 or they even ranked at all? The great thing about a wild card is that it's our call. We have a system built around rankings, but every now and then we can throw somebody in there, because we think they deserve a shot. So we're gonna announce 3 wild cards tonight. 3 wild cards, maybe 4, Jonah, but 3 at least. So I'm gonna start the first one on 6U. Tonight, getting the invitation, and when we get off this live, man, make sure you inbox me your head coaches and team mom's email address. Man, congratulations to the Noonan Outlaws 6U. Noonan Outlaws 6U. And see, the thing about it is Noonan, it's hard for them to get some shine because RDU is really dominating things up there on the 6U. But Noonan is a team that can really make some things happen at nationals. So we're gonna give Noonan a wild card bid.
Yeah, Noonan can beat anybody in the country on any given Saturday, and that's what it's all about. So it's not about who you know, because again, we don't know Noonan. We don't get down with them. They're not on the inbox. We got to find their contact information right now. But after scouting them, man, 4 weeks in a row, we really see this team has a lot of potential. Like you say, RDU dominates in the 6U, but Clay, let me jump to the 12U right now, bro. Because we already know about the Louisvilles, we know about the DEAs, we know about the Lauderhill Lions, we know about all those teams that's really just kind of putting themselves out there. You talk about my boys out of North Carolina just holding it down for the 12 and under. Let's talk about the G County Sun Devils. Y'all never heard about them, but we scouted them in Texas, knocking off, and tell them who they beat over the last 2 weeks, Clay, of just playing dominant football.
Man, so I just watched them totally dominate the Southside Ducks in the Texas Gridiron 12U championship. And any of you guys been on the national scene for a long time, y'all know that the Southside Ducks is a well-known organization in the southern states. So, man, congratulations to those guys. I know they got a couple different options on where they may be going, but congratulations to those guys, man. And then the third one I'm finna give out, Jonah, and I've been seeing a lot of buzz on this one right here. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of buzz on this one right here. This wild card gonna make some people mad. My inbox gonna be going off in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Air 13U. Air 13U gets a wild card bid to the YNC.
Hey, man, but they played Rampage tough, man. That was a 13-6 tough team. Now, listen, if they could play them that tough, they could beat anybody in the country. Air deserves to be there. No, they haven't been ranked in the top 10, but playing best football at the end of the year, when you can take the number 1 team, this is about finding and truly representing who the number 1 teams are in a particular region. Who better right now outside of Rampage and 13U? Air, they playing some football, man. Welcome to the show, Air. Let's go ahead and show out, man. Washington to be down there in the MIA, yo.
Can I drop one more, Jonah? Is it okay with you if I drop one more?
Hey,
just one more. Bro. Give me one more, Jonah. Listen, give me one more. I know I'm gonna get some slack from this, but just give me one more. And oh my gosh, man. You ready for this?
Oh, you surprised me because this wasn't in our production meeting, but go ahead.
It wasn't. But when you made the comment about how close Air played Rampage. Yeah. And then I started thinking about another team that's been on my board for a minute, and I got 2 huge dry eraser boards in my office at home that I've got everything written on: teams, who've accepted, who's declined, who's said they going here, there, structure, just a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
I know you told me not to do this.
Oh, God.
I know you told me not to do this, man.
Please don't.
I got you, Joan. I'm sorry. Pat Prime on 11U. Pac Prime on 11U. And for congratulations, guys. I know a lot of you guys may not know Pac Prime, but if you were at the preseason event in Atlanta that RDU put on, y'all know Pac Prime because they had the OG Ducks on the ropes for a good while until a ball bounced a couple different ways in the second half. So, man, congratulations to those guys, man. Well deserved.
All right. Well, listen, man, let's talk. What do we have right now at 6U? What teams have accepted and which teams are we going with right now? Let's go from 6U
All right.
to 14.
So right now on 6U, ABN Gorilla Mob has accepted. Duval Jags have accepted. Grant Junior Pacers have accepted. 8 Mile Giants have accepted. EGB has accepted. Osceola Cowboys have accepted. RDU has accepted. Lauderdale Lake Vikings have accepted. That right there is 1 through 8, all accepted. All accepted.
So listen, so the good thing about it, we get in a couple weeks at Rank Up in Atlanta, Georgia, man, we're gonna be able to see some of those top 6U. So we're gonna squeeze in some of those teams, and then when they get in there, we're gonna see them face to face. That weekend will be all about scouting. Some of these teams that's on the outside looking in will come up to Rank Up on Thanksgiving weekend and squeeze in the last teams that we're going to get in for the national championship as we picking more of these teams and as we getting out finalizing our bids. Let's talk about 7U, Clay. Who has accepted and who's on the outside looking in right now?
So 7U, ABN, Bad Boys have accepted. RDU has accepted. Pac Prime has accepted. Lauderdale Lake Vikings have accepted. Bessemer Tigers have accepted. SED Wolverines have accepted. Now, remember, guys, when we going through this list, I'm just telling you people that have actually read their invitation. They've gone through the steps to email us back and accept their invitation. So don't get upset if a team is ranked above some of these teams we naming and they not being named out. That means they did not appropriately accept their invitation as of yet.
Right.
So,
right.
Growing on the 8U. The number 1 and number 2 8Us in the country, both from Georgia. Georgia Eagles and Twin City Outlaws have accepted. Duval Jaguars have accepted. Lauderdale Lake Vikings have accepted. And like I announced earlier, OG Ducks have accepted, along with More Truth out of Oklahoma have all accepted.
I like it. That's a nice bracket right there so far. So we still got room for the 8Us. So 8Us
still got room.
Yeah.
We'll be scouting, and right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 invites out that haven't been accepted yet.
Woo, man, that 8U is right there. I like it. 9U, Clay.
9U, like I said, I'm number 1 9U in the world. In the world,
the galaxy.
Now.
The galaxy, sir. They were the shiny thing.
In the Milky Way. The Milky Way. Hey, my man Howard and Lambo have accepted.
People gonna ban us, man. They gonna ban us. They'll never let you walk in casino in your life, bro. You got most posters up there, bro.
All right, so Lambo, my man Howard has accepted. Miami Garden Chiefs have accepted. TNS Cougars have accepted. Great Elite has accepted. Duval Jags have accepted on 9U. So far, you got 1 through 5 in the nation that have accepted on 9U.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it, Clay. 9U and Rank Up in Georgia is already, the bracket's closed, already filled up. That we opened it up in 2 days. 9U's filled up in 2 days. So those 9U's will be pushing that winner right over to Nationals, man. So we're excited about that 9U bracket too in Georgia.
10U. SED Wolverines have accepted. Rare Breeds have accepted. Falcons United has accepted. Bessemer Tigers has accepted. Northside Pride has accepted. RDU has accepted. And earlier today, Air Academy has accepted on 10U.
What? Reggie Jones in the house? Okay, the Saint. Well, my man Reggie played for the Vikings and for the Saints, right?
So,
Reggie,
man,
what NFL teams did you play for, Reggie? I know you logged on here. Just let the people know. He might have played for a couple teams besides. I think it was the Saints, and he played for the Vikings. So, man, I know he modeled his team after the Vikings. That's what they're in that black and gold for Air. But man, that's exciting for the 10U. And listen, if any team not afraid of the smoke, but listen, Air got to come out there and so let me ask you this, Clay. If you're a wild card, right? That means you're coming in at the bottom of the barrel, correct?
So here's the thing. When you're at the YNC, you don't have to pray to the ping pong gods. Your ranking has everything to do with your seeding. Now, there are a few parameters that I will go in and make some adjustments. For example, if ranking puts you in a first round matchup with somebody that you've played recently during the regular season, or if it's somebody in your same city. Like, for example, if we're looking at 10U right now, all right, right now, I'm waiting to send out an invitation to the winner of the FYFL champion this weekend between the Miami Garden Ravens and the Lauderdale Lake Vikings. Right now, they are sitting at 7 and 8. But if both of them was in the tournament, we would obviously make some adjustments to make sure those guys wouldn't be, playing each other first round, different things like that. So we try to do it as fairly, as competitive as possible. But you want to make sure you get a good draw, man. You got to win, and get that top ranking to get the top seed.
So listen, we got a couple.
Hold on, 1 second, Jonah. I hate to cut you off. Hold on. So my man from DMV Nights 9U says he's accepted. So let me go ahead and address that right now. DeWave Marco. We haven't received any email with the acceptance. So you need to read the email from your invitation and go through the appropriate steps. In addition to that, it was screenshot to me that you made a comment on the AYF site that you were going to AYF. So when we see that and we haven't received any information from you, I just assume that you're going to AYF. So if you are doing both, please reach out to me and let me know, and we'll get you locked in.
Gotcha. So also teams want to know, listen, if you've accepted your invitation and you take an L afterwards, what happens? So that'll depend. It'll depend on your rankings. Let's say, for example, you get blown out, you get dropped out of rankings. We'll be making that phone call to cancel Christmas for you. Unfortunately,
and let me tell you something, guys. It's happened before. It has happened before. I promise you, it has happened before. I saw some people on there talking about, nah, they not finna send shit. We will refund you your registration fee and tell you that you're no longer. So my man, DeWave Marco say he doing both. So with that being said, we're gonna add DMV Nights to the 9U confirmation list.
Right.
So
and also
it's getting sticky.
And it's good that we having this show, Clay, because we get to address some people who their information isn't correct. Like, for example, you and I had a conversation about Tarrant City in our production meeting that, hey, we've been trying to get a hold of Tarrant City, 8U, and I know you was trying to get some other teams that we want to go there. So we haven't had information. They're saying, hey, what happened to us?
I haven't. So invites are out on 8U right now, and I'll put the teams out there. The invites are out for Miami Garden Ravens, Pac Prime, Tarrant City Tide, and Wahoma Seminoles, and I haven't received an acceptance from them yet.
So where can they reach you, Clay, so they can go ahead and make sure that? So, for example, if your team has already received information, Tarrant City.
First thing I want you to do is check your email, maybe even check your spam folder. Look for an email from invite@youthnationalchampionship.com. All right. If you don't see anything in there, then send me your email address, Facebook Messenger. If you've got my cell phone number, text me, et cetera, so I can get you everything properly, because that invitation has 8 pivotal attachments to it. It has the rules attached to it. It has your official invite attached to it. It has your player verification form that needs to be filled out so we can make sure no kids have been double certified. All right. It also has the hotel tracking form that we have to have filled out at certification by the entire team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. In addition to that, it also has the official schedule. It has You know what? Let me pull up the email before I get the line of people on what
So
all this
everybody
is.
jumping in here. You got Josh Robinson asking, what did he miss? Y'all go ahead and tell Josh what he missed. Y'all go ahead and tell him about 2022 real quick.
It's got the absent letter. It's got the absent letter that you've got to send to people. To give to the kids for their school, and it also has the hotel list. Here's the great thing about the YNC: we're not finna twist your arm to stay anywhere. We've got some recommended hotels that have created some discounts for the people that are attending the YNC. But at the end of the day, you can stay wherever you want. We could give a good rat ass because we're not making no money from these hotels anyway. So it is what it is.
Yeah, no play. It ain't no play to stay. So you don't have to be trapped into spending 30 grand to come down and play because we're making you stay inside a hotel. Again, it's about free will, man, and we just focus on the football part of it. It's not a money grab situation where all the businesses are going to be tied in and make you stay at hotels for a certain amount of days to play in a championship. It's not that type of get down, man. So that's what it is on that. So
we're gonna roll to 11U.
Yes,
all right. So on 11U, like I told you guys, 5 of the top 6 teams in the country have accepted. DMV Knights 11U has accepted. St. Louis Bad Boys 11U has accepted. Rare Breeds 11U has accepted. West Orlando Jaguars 11U has accepted. And RDU, also known as Real Deal University 11U, has accepted. Now, we all know who the top 6 teams in the country are. Only 5 has accepted. You got to do the math after that.
Right. So, man, after that, the 11U is going to be wide open. 11U is going to be a movie once again in Rank Up. We'll be taking those top teams, and the winner's going to be and punch your ticket to nationals, man. So talk about 12U, Clay.
12U. Of course, 2-time defending champ Louisville Chargers have accepted. DEA has accepted. Lauderhill Lions have accepted. ABA Bulldogs have accepted. And SRT Giants have accepted on 12U.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be glad to see SRT down there, man. I wanted to see them on the YNC stage. Real tough team. Darius does a great job with that organization, man. Excited about it. Now, listen, I was a little upset there. 11U took an L this weekend, man. We was looking forward to them trying to, try to make it in there. But listen, it's about postseason football, bro. So 13U, Clay, before we get into these teams, we pay attention to everything. So we're not one of those organizations where we disconnected. Our ears to these football streets. Trust that. So on the 13U, we've been getting a lot of rumbling coming back to us about teams, maybe, kids playing in high school, kids play, JV, and we already know one of our rules state that you cannot play freshman football and participate in the Youth National Championship. That's been done and it's been established. So with that being said, we already are in some investigative motions to kind of evaluate the 13U and the invites. But in the meantime, I guess, Clay, you can kind of touch on that, or you may want to just leave the teams anonymous. It's on you, and then talk about some of the teams that are accepted.
So on 13U, I'm going to talk about the teams that have been accepted, right? Yeah. And then, some people are probably going to be like, hold on, what did I just delete? There we go. Okay. Sorry, I hit a button and deleted something on my spreadsheet. So I'm going to talk about some of the teams that have accepted. And then I think because everybody is so familiar with our rankings, you guys will kind of, I don't necessarily have to say it. You got to kind of say, hey, what's going on? It's a situation we've got to look into a little bit further. I actually hollered at my girl D-Focus probably about 30, 45 minutes right before the show started to get a little clarity on the information. And we're going to dig into it a little bit further. I mean, it is a Atlanta, Georgia thing. I talked to Coach Mark a little bit earlier today. He gave me some clarity on the situation as well. But as we identify, then we'll go ahead and issue those invites once we know 100% what's going on. But on 13U, we have Rampage has accepted their invite. The Duluth Wildcats have accepted their invite. Miami Garden Ravens, my man Butter. And listen, let me tell you, it's Butter, not Butter. And you know who was saying Butter. It's Butter. All right? Butter and the Miami Garden Ravens have accepted their invite. City Life Raptors, defending YNC champions, have accepted their invite. That's all the acceptance we've got right now. Some other people are still kind of thinking about it.
So that 13U Air team, man, Reggie, he's over here. He's online right now, man. We're excited to add them to the mix. And then, of course, you got some teams on the 13U that will be able to get through a little investigative stuff this weekend, and we'll find out, and that we'll send those invites as well. But we anticipate to make that a very intense bracket at 13U. And then, of course, you got some. It's going to be some good games coming up this week, too, on the 13U, man. You got the Outlaws, KC Outlaws, going to be taking on the Motor City Jags up there in the north. So that should be a movie. That Kane Archer taking on the Jaguars. That should turn out to be two battles of the two quarterbacks.
It's going, that's going to be interesting. That's a game I'm interested to see because.
Not to cut you off, Clay. Reggie just said Air 13 has accepted. They in.
Oh shit! Well, just like that, Air 13 is in that thing. They ain't even got it in the email yet, and they in that thing.
You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh, y'all.
So twin ass, hey, twin ass, and this I've been getting this inbox too. We can address why these people dropping in questions. What about teams that's trying to add players to their roster now, Clay? I know we talk about this weekly. Well, some of this may be some people first time logged on this week. Teams trying to add to their roster.
Listen, if you're trying to add teams to your roster, let me tell you that, kids to your roster, don't waste your parents' money. Don't allow these kids to miss an opportunity to get their education at school. Go ahead and stay home because it's not one thing that we're going to accept. And let me tell you, luckily last year we didn't have this situation, but before that, the past 3 years, I've had to remove teams from the YNC after their parents have spent all this money. They've taken off work. The kids were taken out of school. They traveled across the country to get down to the national championships and be disqualified because something administratively was not done correctly. Whether if it's adding a kid to the roster or a kid plays JV in high school and he shouldn't be, or not having the appropriate IDs or not having them uploaded in the system correctly. Trust me, coaches, all this stuff matters. And I get it. Where you at in your part of the country, you the guy. You walk up to the field and you tell them, hey, I want this, this, and this, and they give it to you. Well, at the YNC, I'm the guy. And I'm saying, take a little time, get with your team mom if you're not a very computer savvy guy, and have her go through the email with you together and make sure y'all have everything in a line. Because the one thing I won't do is compromise the integrity of the event. And like I said, no system is perfect. Every system can be beat if somebody tries hard enough. But we try to do everything we can to make it so difficult that it deters people from trying to beat the system.
So you got two teams that jumped on here quick, Clay, on that 8U. They don't even want to miss the opportunity. DK Foster saying, Ty, you just sent their email back. They accept. They in there. Right behind that, man. You got beside Wahuma head coach jump on here too. I can't pronounce that name, but Fowler is the last name. Wahuma 8U.
So listen, guys. If you look at your email and you see the invitation, then you good. But if you look in your email and you don't see the invitation, inbox me on Facebook and send me the correct email. All right? Inbox me, send me the correct email because time is of the essence, especially if your parents want good deals on travel. I want to get this stuff to you guys as quickly as possible.
Right. So listen, and so we get more questions, and guys, we can't say it enough. People are asking about freshman football, Clay, in YNC. There is no combination of the two, correct?
There is no combination. So here's the deal. Our rule states very clearly, and we added more detail to it this year, so there is no misunderstanding. No JV, no varsity players can participate in the youth national championship. Only 8th graders and 9th graders that play freshman football. And in the rules, it tells you the definition of freshman football. That means the team that your player is on, he is a freshman or 8th grader, and everybody on that team is either freshmen or 8th graders. And every opponent they play during the season, those kids are freshmen or 8th graders. If there's one 10th grader on either team throughout any part of the season, that kid is no longer eligible to participate in the youth national championship.
Yeah, 100%. So I just got hit up by Motor City saying they're trying to convince their park to do both. They want to play in both the national championships. Listen, you already know where the fire is going to be at 13U. You got the number one ranked team right now who's taking on a lot of teams. You can say what you want to say about Rampage. They've traveled. They've established their dominance. They haven't sat home. They haven't heard from anybody. They've done a lot of traveling. They've been to Georgia. They've been to the Midwest. They've been, of course, to Vegas. They've traveled a lot. So they're not a paper champ. So you want to take that ranking from them right now. And then you also have the defending champ that will be there as well. So what's better? You have the defending champ, also the number one ranked team all at one place. If you're 13U, man, you got to get there, man. You got to get there. That's my opinion. So, again, we won't force it. Man, we still going to rock with y'all. We're going to love y'all boys if y'all make it or not. Y'all don't make it, we still going to rock with y'all. Y'all come chop it up with us. Y'all more than welcome to come with us. And we've done that with teams all year. You remember when OC Buckeyes and Wilmington Palace, they couldn't make it down, but we more than welcome. We flew. Your boy Les came down, AJ from Palace.
Yep.
Because we rock that, bro. It's not about that. We're not going to be adversarial about the teams we rock with. The only times you may see Clay and I have problems with, and I'm going to just keep it 100. Y'all may say, why y'all go back and forth? Because, listen, what we're not going to do is let somebody discredit the work that we put in. What we're not going to do is let somebody paint the picture. What we're not going to do is somebody to try to make us feel that because of our color, that we're not professional, that what we're doing is not structured. Man, bro, please sit down with that. We spend money just like you spend money. We love these kids just like you. And as a matter of fact, we put more into the kids than anyone that I know when it comes to championships. So don't hit us with the, and then what kills me. I'm just going to keep it real here, man. Y'all can hate me or love me. It's all good. What kills me is the people that's with inside of you. What I mean by that is the people that we support and they supposedly support us. Made a comment. Listen, COVID was last year. So we had to adjust our schedule. It was either we didn't have a national championship because Florida was shut down. We hold our championship in South Florida every year. We pleaded with them. It was in December. The mayor said, absolutely not. We're not hosting anything in there. So we're like, man, we got to find a place. The place we elected to go was IMG. Clay can tell you the bill was probably 50% what we would literally play. It was outrageous of what they charged. But again, if we really about the kids, we're going to suck that up, right, and make it happen. So that was our choice, to suck it up. But did they have everything we wanted? No. We had about 6 fields that had our field goals and 2 didn't. But again, it was either that or we don't have a national championship. But to define us on this, but then I'll tell you this. They want to pick out things for their advantage. Oh, well, you didn't have this. But what we do for our champions, we don't mix y'all up. Our championship games to us are super important. So we'll put our big screen, we'll put the Jumbotron, and we'll give that one game its particular thing. Every national championship game, the world stops for those championship games. There's not multiple fields with 5 championships going on at one time. Why? Like Clay said earlier, we want these kids to feel like they have a D1 vibe to it. You understand? So we're going to pay for a stadium. Right now, you're going to go to Miami. Once you have in Wellington, you go down to Trash Powell. Anybody who knows Trash Powell knows Trash Powell is not cheap. But we're not worried about paying out. You know what I'm saying? Because we're worried about the experience. So we could either go to a multi-complex and stay up there in Wellington and play all our championship fields, all at that one field, and get y'all out the way, collect y'all money and tell y'all to hit it, and y'all still gonna have a good time. Or we can stop the show and say, all right, we got our high seed, low seed games out of the way now. Let's stop the world and let these champs feel like champs. Write the check for the stadium, bro. Write the check for the Jumbotron, bro. Write the check for the slow rope, the replay. AG on here, AG know he got to do replay, red flag. Why? Because, bro, it got to be different. If you're going to claim it is, we about the kids, okay, show me. I hear you, show me. Write me a list of what makes you different that you're about the kids. We gave you ours. Now, when you get on their live next week, tell them to write theirs. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it would never be adversarial. Yeah, it would never be adversarial. But it's just like, bro, people come in and try to target, so we got to keep it 100, bro. Let's keep it above.
Man, Jonah been on one the past couple of weeks, man. I don't know I don't know what's going on, bro.
Oh man, I've been fasting, bro. I ain't getting the food that I used to get. You know what I'm saying?
I say this, bro.
I'm on edge.
Everything that people tried to knock us for, it's not there no more. People said they wanted somewhere to sit during bracket play. You got bleachers now. People said they wanted scoreboards on every field during bracket play. You've got scoreboards. People said they wanted field goal posts on every field during bracket play. Even the 6U kids, you got field goal posts. I mean, I forgot. But you know what? I always get complaints about these refs cheating for the Florida teams, this and that, yada, yada, yada. Guess what, Jonah? We got mixture of refs. We got mixture of refs from multiple states now. Multiple states. It's not just Florida refs now. Correct. Now we got refs from multiple states doing this thing. Ooh, y'all.
Hold on, I got one better. It ain't stopped yet. And man, I don't like how y'all select. You know, I want you to earn your way there. I want you to be able to fight through regionals and have different regions in your Clay. You take that away from them people too, bro. Oh, I can't wait till this hat say 2022, baby. Wait till that apparel come out for that national vibe. Can't wait. Drop
man. So it's going down, bro. It's going down.
Yeah.
So listen, man. I'm excited. Like I say, once I get it within 30 days, man, that's when my juices really get flowing, and I get hyped, man. I'm excited. I mean, this time of year, I'm going to bed at 3 a.m, waking up at 7 and getting right back on it because, man, I want to do everything I can to provide the best experience for these kids and these parents. Because at the end of the day, you guys work hard. Y'all the ones that's paid the money to travel and watch your baby either win a national championship or come close to winning a national championship. So, hey, we're going to do everything we can. Like I said, we may not be perfect, but here's my thing. Anybody that sees a way to make the event better, I am all ears. I had a lady come to me last year, and she asked the people at the front gate who was in charge. They called me up, and I rolled up there, and she was like, do you have a few minutes to, I just want to share some things with you. And she told me some things from her perspective that I'd never really thought about. And it kind of made me revisit how we do some things. And ultimately, I think it's going to make us a better experience this year at Nationals for everybody. So, look, if you see something and you see a way that we can make it better, come and talk to me. Now, if you coming to me, you bitch nigga, this shit is this and this shit is that, then I'm gonna ask the security, the cops to just escort you to your car. And if you catch me at a real bad time, you might have a different type of conversation with me too as well too. But besides that, man, I mean, we all adults. Let's just talk about it, man. And ultimately, it's about this experience for the kids. I mean, I get on here with Jonah, and Jonah been feeling real. He been feeling real Debo-ish lately, so he been going ham, and he kind of pumped me up to say some things. But at the end of the day, man, we doing this for these kids. Let's keep it great.
No, and it's usually the opposite way, man. But also at 14U, man, we want to talk about the OG Ducks that have already accepted. Of course, you talk about the OC Buckeyes that's already accepted. And some teams that's on the bubble, because 14U is real interesting. And you and I have been in our production about the teams that we really like for 14U. And a big game that's going down this weekend is going to be the Cowboys out of Osceola, man. That team can really play with a lot of teams. But I got to be honest with you. Right now, in my opinion, my humble opinion, Ducks and Buckeyes are playing a high level of 14U football. So the teams that will be coming in, you got these different teams that I consider powerhouses. Vegas Strong, like I said, the Cowboys. You talk about my boys out of the DMV. Where I really like that. Listen, it's going to be a lot of 14Us that can really threaten them, but that's going to be one of the big boys. And 14U, Clay, it's not how it used to be. 14U used to be where everybody would come to the stadium, crowd around the big boys. What has changed around 14U that I feel like 12U and 13U really has that vibe now versus the 14U?
12U and 13U really have that vibe right now. And I also think that you've got to look at certain pockets that have gotten really hot. my opinion this year, and this is not discrediting any age group, I really think 6U is going to be crazy just because I'm in that 6U national group and these parents be talking hot cash shit to each other. But of course, 8U is going to be really stupid. But the one I'm personally really excited about, or the two levels that I'm really excited about, I'm excited about 10U because so many people are so upset that SED is still number one. But I'm really excited about 9U because, again, like I tell all the time, man, I walked into this season thinking we was going to see Lambeau Crew 3, but some things have kind of changed. And my man up north, Zimmy Daniels, also known as Funky Time with TNS, man, he called me, I kid you not, he called me a little bit earlier today. He say, and you got to know Zimmy to know how he talk. He say, Clayton, I'm finna go down there and show these niggas what it really is. So, hey, man, I can't wait to see this thing.
Oh man. Well, listen, Clayton, man, I enjoyed the time tonight. This is where, as we get to the postseason, this is where the invites really count. I will miss the invite to a certain extent. We still will reserve some invites moving forward, but things will change a little bit as we get a little bit closer to that. We'll inform the nation about what's going on with YNC as a whole. But right now, we're really focused on this year, 2021, getting these teams down here, letting them enjoy the facilities up in Wellington, letting them have a good time coming down and playing in the 305 at Travis Powell, claiming their national championship. Getting them out there, getting these kids their rings, their bling. I know people may just feel that the kids don't deserve it. They don't feel, if it's blingy and shiny, the kids don't deserve it. But listen, it's 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Why not, man? Let these have the trinkets for the kids. Let it be fun. It's like the adults. We don't really care about them, man. The coaches, y'all gonna have y'all vibe, but it's about them babies, man. So anything that we can provide for them and have fun with it, we're going all in. We definitely wanted to be about the kids. So it's nothing like seeing them when they leave game day with all the stuff that they have on the football field and being excited. We don't want to just give a coach a trophy and he take it, put it in his closet, and the kids don't really have nothing, man. And then I really love, I know y'all been seeing it on the internet. Your boy dropped it. But listen, after this over, y'all go on our site, y'all drop those battle uniforms. When you get that drip, man, show them what it look like, man. And the thing is, we design it with you. So you win the national championship, you get what you want on it. I like how my man did it over there.
While you've been talking, I just got an email from Hateville 7U. They accepted.
Oh yeah, I knew Hateville. They already been on that. I'm surprised they took so long to get it in. Hateville, what took y'all so long, man? Y'all been on my neck since preseason about y'all championship. And listen, Hateville feel that they haven't got the pub that they wanted to. That they haven't got the things that they really do. But they're a really tough team. They play RDU tough every time they put it on the football field. It's so tough that it's bad blood between them kids. So we'll make sure that they bracket it on two opposite sides, and if they see each other, they see each other. But Hateville's a team that I feel at the 7U can beat anybody in the country play. Remember, I told them, look at them. They're a dark horse. But I think the championship runs through RDU this year. Right behind them, of course, is Athletes by Nature. They had those things go back and forth. And listen, I got a couple inboxes, Athletes by Nature, formerly known as Crew, 7U, saying, Jonah, how could we be jumped? We didn't lose a game. We're undefeated. How did we get jumped by the number 2 team in the nation? And Clay, I mean, from a ranking standpoint, when you saw we sat down with our groups and with our guys, and you saw the team go over to the West Coast and not just really dismantle them, playing excellent football at this time of the year. What was your opinion about them jumping ABN?
So I thought that win was a signature win that put them in a position to jump over ABN, and not to discredit anything that ABN has done this year, but sometimes when you're so dominant, right, it can hinder you because it starts to make you question how good are these other teams in your league.
Right.
So I think it was just one of those situations that once ABN 7U got into league play, and of course they should concentrate on league play because that's the most important thing. But I think that none of the I didn't see any growth in it from where when we look at RDU at the beginning of the season to now after that Grant game, man, growth was a motherfucker. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's all got to be settled out on the field. I mean, if you at
Right.
1 and at 2, you're gonna be at both. You're gonna be at opposite ends of the bracket anyway. So you should, if
Right.
everything works out like you plan, meet in the national championship. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Whether if I'm number 1 or number 2, it really don't matter to me because at that point,
Right.
I'm still head course for that other guy.
Yeah. You got the East bracket, I got the West bracket. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works out. So 1 or 2, it's just gonna be bragging rights for the preseason. But again, I don't care if I'm team number 8, long as I can get in there, man, and win 3 games. All you got to win is 3 games, Clay, and you are the national champion.
Hey, let me holler at my girl D. Calm down, babe. Calm down, mama. We're gonna research this and we're gonna get it done really fast. We may get all the answers we need tomorrow, and then everybody have their invite. So don't allow the situation to get you, all riled up. We're gonna do what we need to do on our end, and we're gonna make it happen for these kids. All right. So just trust as they tell you, trust the process. Trust the process, because I know you're gonna put a post up and be like, Jonah Clayton, how is this? Just relax.
Oh,
We got
Lord.
you. We're gonna research it and we're gonna do it the right way so nobody can question it once we approve it.
And Clay, I know we're in a social media world, but man, your inbox work?
Like sometimes too much.
So I'm gonna just address this. And D, this is not at you. This is about a lot of the. Oh man, how can I find a word for this, Clay? And this is no disrespect to my women. This is to the men. That whole approach type of vibe, bro. Like typing in with the tag in when you have access to the inbox. If there's anything delicate y'all want to talk about, man, we accessible. That's why we do a show. We don't want to feel that we're not accessible, that we can't talk. We paying attention to the comments. But man, just inbox us, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get some of these coaches and everything I know.
Hey, she say bye, Jonah Woollett.
Oh no, come on, D. I told you it ain't you, dude. You know you my sis. D a trip, man. Let me tell you, hey, Clay, let me back this up. Let me tell you how I met D. All right. So first year, we doing YNC, we trying out Daytona. The vision is there, man. We getting it we pulling it up out the mud. Nobody had the vision with us. This before battle was involved. We was like, man, this is what we want to do. Man, so it was the Chiefs versus Welcome All Panthers. Sean Moffitt team was the dream team. They was babies then. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing some rumbling going on by the fence. When the chain jingling like this. I'm like, man, what's going on around me? 10 people holding D back. She about to fight somebody off the Chiefs team, man. That's how D and I met. So, we've been cool since then. But she was about to tear down the stadium, man. It's the team mom trying to put hands on somebody, but D.
D. Jonah.
Yeah.
Pat Prime 8, you just accepted. Just got the email.
Oh, man, this finna be a movie, bro. I see it, bro. This one home, you head coach. I see you. He gave you the new email. It's gonna be on the pop.
Yeah, and I'm looking at his new email. We had his old email because it's Coach Pee Wee, but his email done changed a little bit. So, we in there.
Right. I'm seeing RDU trying to make some moves to get in. Listen, we got some opportunities for these teams that were outside looking in. Don't worry, we got some opportunities for y'all to get in. Listen, be at rank up. Let's go ahead. This is gonna be in y'all hometown. Winner goes to nationals. 12U is gonna be a movie. We had a wild card at 12U again. Recap that 12U right now so we see what it looked like, Clay, before we get out of here.
All right, so 12U, you got 2-time defending national YNC champions, Louisville Chargers. You got DEA. You've got the Lauderhill Lions. You got the ABA Bulldogs. And you have the SRT Giants.
Man, straight competition.
That's 5 of the top 6 in the country. 5 of the top 6 in the country.
We got room for 3
more.
So those 3 got to count. Because that 12U bracket got to be straight fire, man. It can't be nothing.
Oh, my God.
No blowouts, no teams that are struggling. So you got to play your best football right now to fill those 3 spots in that 12U. We looking for the best 3U. Y'all give us y'all opinion. Who y'all think those top 3, those 3 last spots should go to? Drop it in our inbox, and we're gonna scout them out. But we definitely gonna just put it to our rankings, and we're gonna watch the football. So for all the people listening that it's the Homeboy Network and this and that, I know. Listen, when you feel you losing ground, Clay, you got to reach for straws. You know what I'm saying? You're losing ground. You got to, but you got to, they do this and they do that. And they do this and they do that. I don't care what they do over there. I don't care how they pick their teams. It's about a hat. Who cares? At the end of the day, we're going to be focused on South Florida. We're going to be focused on YNC. And we're going to be focused on that movie. And when that digital footprint drop from the UTRs and them live streams from the Youth National Championship, then you're going to really see. You can put all the available channels and pay-per-view all you want. Bruh, when that digital monster drop, it's going to be like no other. And you already know what it is. We go all the way in. It's going to be the animated. You're going to see the slow motion. You're going to see the live streaming. You're going to see the recaps. All the UTR fam going to be all over there. We'll have other media that's out there supporting as well. But, man, when we telling you we about to go in for these babies, we about to go in. We sparing no expense. We going in, bro. So
I see a lot of people on here. I see a lot of people on here talking about DH Chiefs, DH 12U, DH Chiefs. So I see them by 7 or 8 different things here. Guys, y'all know where they ranked. So y'all know that we've sent them an invite by now. We can't force anybody to accept anything.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, I'm not going to lie. We're looking at Showcase Sharks. They're a tough team. They played Watkins very close.
Yep.
But again, the Wakens committee got to sit down. We got to look at what again, we want to make sure that the top teams are there. And we got to look at their whole body of work, not just the one game that we saw them play recently. Now we got to go backtrack and do the homework. We got to do the work and study the team. I like CBE 12U. That's some of the team that we're looking at as well. So CBE 12U, we told y'all to come on down and get some work at our thing there. You had some losses. Listen, CBE 12U knocked off District Heights. They had a couple losses early in there, but they played a tough schedule. They played all the way down to our last final 2 last year. So the team, you got to love them. You got to respect it. So y'all hit us up, man. We definitely going to stay in contact with you and pay attention to everything that's going on in football. And, of course, Fredericksburg, man, listen, talk to me about Fredericksburg's 13U, man. That's another team that I just really feel just are peaking at the right time, Clay.
They're peaking at the right time. I actually spoke with the coach earlier today. I wanted to make sure because I know traditionally they've been with another league, and it's kind of late in the game to decide to go YNC depending on where you live and still have the appropriate documentation. So I sent Coach a copy of the rules. He's going to check with his parents to see if they can get the appropriate documentation in place to certify. And if they can, man, then we'll be issuing them a wild card invite to join the dance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Sam Curry, Royal Palm Beach Wildcats taking on the Hot Boys at 9U. So that's why we kind of standing by and looking at our final invites. So Royal Palm Beach upset the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes last week in the FYFL Super Bowl. So, Sam, we'll look forward to see what Royal Palm Beach Wildcats can do against the Hot Boys this weekend.
I got a question for you, Jonah.
Yes, sir.
Big game this weekend between Rare Breeze and NSP on 10U.
Man, I love it. That's so, 2 and number 4 in the nation. Hey, DeMarcus, let me clear this up for my homeboy DeMarcus right now because he kind of felt last week that I kind of put him out there that, you know, like he was dodging face. Listen, DeMarcus, we know a lot. You are a lot of things. You are a lot of things, but you are not.
Hey, a lot of things. A lot of
things. My dog don't dodge no thing. I'll put that out there, and I'll co-sign that right now. So he wanted to make sure
next
he jump
weekend,
right back on that matchup. Next weekend.
My bad. Next weekend. Yeah. Next weekend.
Okay. So DeMarcus, listen, the brand Rare Breed, he has built it from the bottom up. We respect everything that DeMarcus has done with the Rare Breeds because not only does he have the 10U in there, the 11U doing something, he really established that with a dominant 13U last year. So we want to make sure that, you know, we always on the square with him. So shout out for him really dodging no fades, going out to California, knocking off the OG Ducks and coming right back here defending against the number 4 team. So he really playing the top team. So, you know, that's something to keep looking at as this Rare Breeds team is really taking on a lot of challenges from each and everywhere. So can't argue that he's not playing an aggressive schedule. Cannot argue at all. Oh, and so you got Rare Breeds taking on the new North Carolina Giants as well. So he putting his 11U in the national matchups as well. So definitely you got to get some shout outs to those boys getting out there early, often and early. And then of course 12U, Falcons United, taking on ABA this Saturday. So that's a lot of action going on in that area. 12U, FU, you got to watch out them, of course. B. Morton, really just trying to get his team to run the table at this time of the year. And if he can, you can squeeze in. We got 3 spaces available. So like we said,
got the spots there.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's finally healthy. He's finally healthy.
Finally healthy. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to see that, man. And so you got a lot of gauntlets in the Georgia area between the Falcons United, RDU, Camo, all at those particular age groups, 12 and 13 years old. They'll be kind of really sorting it out for us as they knock each other off. And we'll take the best of the best out of those particular areas so we can filter them down in the Nationals, man. We'll be excited about it. Like I said, it's going to be a big party, Clay. I can't, that week, you're talking about from that Monday to that Saturday, it's going to be a blast. So y'all just get y'all rest. Parents, if y'all need to rest up the week before, I got a couple massage companies that I'll hit y'all up while y'all down here so y'all can get y'all body just in shape nonstop. But we ain't going to let y'all sleep. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going nonstop. Nonstop. We'll give y'all the party itinerary. When y'all put the kids to sleep, we got y'all, man. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So listen, Clay, you got anything important to say to our peoples, our good peoples?
Hey, listen, guys. So if you haven't seen that invite in your email and you know that you were a team that we've named that should have got one, or you're ranked the way you should have got one, man, send me your email address of the head coach of the team mom, because and let's be real, you got to check your email. I know a lot of people is not big on emails at all, so you've got to do that. Like with City Life, I don't send it to TJ. I send it to TJ's wife because she checks the email. You know what I'm saying? She's his wife. She's the team mom, and she gets everything situated. So no, I have to know who I'm dealing with to make it happen. But at the end of the day, man, hey, keep winning, keep playing these games, and we're gonna put the best product out there for these kids, man. And that's all we can do.
And I can tell you one thing. Don't
fall for the shiny things.
Don't fall for the shiny things.
Don't fall for it.
And you know what, hey, Clay, before we get out of here, don't forget on the 9U, man, just because there's so many good 9U teams, man. One team I definitely want to mention that's on the bubble this week for us, and we'll be watching them, is the Royal Stallions at the 9 and under, man. Really a dominant team. The Stallions, of course, traditionally went another era, but it's a new era right now. So everybody want to go where that smoke is at, and we already know as long as you got Lambeau and those top-heavy teams in there, and you really want the championship. Here's my opinion. Let's just say you win a championship somewhere else, and you haven't played Lambeau, or you haven't played Crew last year, or you haven't played the top 9Us. And how much would a championship cost you to travel down there? $20,000, $30,000 with the hotel rooms and all that. So it's a big investment. And then to spend that money and still not have that satisfaction that you're not the champ and you still chasing them, it's just like, man, why go through that? Why go through that? So let's just, man, coaches, be smart. The parents are trusting you to be the CEO of their team, which means make the business decisions for them as well. So if you're making a business decision, man, and you're going to spend those parents' money, because it ain't your money unless you're writing a check like Didi for Coach Twin, unless you're writing them 10 bands up front selling French fries, and you really telling those parents, because you know how that coaches meeting go, because I've done it before. Hey, moms, dads, we about to go play this national championship. For this to work, I need about $800 from you. So let's go ahead and get the money in the team, mom, and let's get this all in. Let's get this money by next week, Friday. So they're trusting that with their money, you've made the right business decision for their team as well. Now, they trust you with the X's and O's. Call, Twins right, 26 inside or 22 inside trap. That's great, X's and O's. They don't care about that because they're not involved in that. But what they are involved is spending their bread. So if they, at the end of the year, these dads who be on this internet and be watching the show feel that we done spent these 30 racks and we still not the champs, we still got to go play somebody else, man, why you ain't tell me this up front? Why you ain't give us these options? So give your parents the options. I think, personally, it should be up to the kids. I think you should go to your coach, have a team meeting, get them all on one knee, take their helmets off, and look in the eyes and say, this is what we got. This is the things. You want to go here, you want to go there. And if them babies tell you they want to go play in Timbuktu, respect that, because it's about them. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to respect it. So you can call us up. Hey, man, you know, we won't be coming to YNC this year because our babies want to do that. Man, much love, man. You know, we'll probably send you some battle mouthpieces to go compete somewhere over what they got to do, because at the end of the day, we're here to support the kids. But if y'all really want that championship, then, you know, we want to help you provide and get it, man. So we appreciate everything. And, yeah, of course, yeah, at Rank Up, before you get out of here, Rank Up, man, we're trying to fill in these last little spots. And so what that is doing, I'm just addressing some of these things over there, is for the teams to compete, get these last spots inside of. You have been outside of the rankings, or you've just been in the top 15 on the rise, and some of these teams have not accepted. So what Clay was telling you earlier are the packages, what's inside of those packages. It has this, it has that. Well, what it also has is a ticking time bomb. You don't respond in them 72 hours, you don't have time to play. So what's most important,
Exactly.
we got all that information, but it also has that 72-hour clip, because we want to make sure we give the people opportunity to reserve their travel and their time, because the closer you get to those travel dates, it goes up 10% every week. Trust me, you know. So we're trying to get y'all in there as quick as possible with keeping our integrity of our competition. So we're not going to fill in no ducks. We're just going to fill in with the top ranked teams. And so either you've been ranked, or you got to go out there and play it on the football field at Rank Up. So that's the one or two options in at this point of the year to play football, and that's basically where we at with it, Clay.
That's it, man. Let's go on and cradle rock this thing to sleep.
Oh yeah. So Clay, is there any parting words you want to say about for next year, or are you just trying to just get on out of here, bro?
Man, we're gonna get on out of here. I mean, they know what it is. I mean, on my Suge Knight vibe. I mean, sometimes it's kind of hard when you got your producer all in your videos, writing your songs, singing your songs, featuring on your songs. Come on over to Death Row.
Nickel. Hey, man. Hey, of course, man, we thank y'all for joining us. I know it was a lot of venting this day, but we wanted to make sure we gave y'all all the right information. As we get closer to the national championship, we want to make sure you have all the information for your teams and to go back so they're well informed. So thank you, you know, for supporting us, and most importantly, for bringing your kids and trusting us with the product that we'll be able to put out there to give you guys a national championship platform. Thank you for watching us grow. Man, it's only going to turn out to be bigger and better. We promise you that we're going to always keep our ear open so we can grow. We always want to stay humble, because we, like Clay said, it's important that we can make this a better venue and a better thing. We always willing to listen to what you guys are saying. We're always accessible. Don't go too crazy on our inboxes, but if there's anything that you want to reach out to us, of course, Clay and myself are always available. Rank Up is going down Thanksgiving weekend. Make sure you jump and holler at Panther Alphonse on there, or shoot me an inbox and we'll get you guys registered. Only top 8 teams that get inside of those brackets. After that, it's closed, so you'll miss the opportunity for 2021. And man, next week we drop some final things as we start squeezing to those last wild cards and squeezing to those last brackets. We'll give you informs, and of course we're going to drop our year-ending rankings next week. So that's really going to solidify where we feel the top 15 teams have really earned a spot. If they're coming to us or not, we don't care. That doesn't decide our rankings. We don't keep it. That doesn't decide where you go to. We don't care what league you play in. We're going to rank you because you deserve it. So those top rankings will be there, top 15 next week. It drops next week, Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what Clay got going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because we got, you know.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Before the show today, I had a long conversation with my son, and I think he making up his mind who he gonna commit to, and.
So
if he decides to commit, if he decide to commit on Wednesday, we're going to have to do this joint on Thursday.
Ooh, let's do it. All right, man. Well, thank y'all for joining in. As always, Jonah Woolard, Clay Guillory, my man AG in the background doing the dope productions. Of course, you get ready to see AG on the national production. We're about to put it down.
AG
is the realest in the game. We always know it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the team.
And remember, y'all, I hate to cut you off, Jonah, but I got to say this.
Yeah, do your thing, bro.
If y'all talking to my man, that's the head coach of Purple Lambeau, it's Butter, not Butter. Butter.
Oh, and I want to shout out to the best teams in the galaxy. The galaxy, guys. Thank you for joining us and keeping it structured right here on Generation X. Youth Sports Network, Rankings Uncut. I'm Jonah Woolard, Clayton Guillory, and AG. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, right here in Rankings Uncut. Thank you.